Let's now invite Andrew Smith, political analyst at the University of New Hampshire. Andrew, good morning and thank you for your time here on CTV News Channel. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So talk to us about this historic appointment, Susie Wiles. What more do we know about her?
Well, Susie Wiles is a longtime Republican political activist in many ways. She started off in the Reagan administration long ago. She's worked on many, for a couple congressmen on Capitol Hill, and most importantly, Jack Kemp, who was a vice presidential candidate at one time, known as a free trade advocate. So she comes from this kind of open background that way. She also worked for John Huntsman. John Huntsman, as you know, ran for president in 2012, and she worked as one of his campaign staff on that. So she's got a kind of a wide background in more mainstream Republicans in her past, but recently she's worked for Florida Republicans Rick Scott and Ron DeSantis in their election campaigns and their successful election campaigns. What she's known for is being somebody who is very much under control, controls the message, controls her candidate, which obviously is a difficult thing to do with Donald Trump.
In his victory speech that night, he labeled her as Ice Maiden Susie Wiles. I mean, if you could elaborate a little more, because I also understand, I was reading and listening, that she has apparently laid some conditions down for Donald Trump before accepting that position. Do we know what those conditions really look like?
I don't think we know, but it's probably going to be that she listens to him and that she has access to him and she has access to those other people who have access to him. The chief of staff, the White House chief of staff, is really the second most powerful person in Washington because they really control all of the things that the president does. Obviously, the president can do what they want if they really go around it. But on a day-to-day basis, the chief of staff really controls the messaging coming out of the White House. So her jobs are going to be to control leaks, control, in both in a good way and a bad way, control the leaks they want to get out and control the leaks that they don't want to get out, to help advise the president on all appointments, advise the president on how to manage things within the White House and manage those people that he hires. So she's really the kind of the bottleneck, for so to speak, for access to the president.
Interesting. Yeah. Let's talk about some, other names as well. We know others who really helped Donald Trump in this campaign. One of them, of course, being tech billionaire Elon Musk. The other name is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Do you see them playing a big role in the second Trump administration? If yes, what kind of role are we talking about?
I don't think I'd see Musk playing a big role, probably an advisory role. He's got too much to do outside of the administration.
Right.
For RFK Jr., possibly, but I think for RFK Jr., he would have to be in a position that's not requiring Senate confirmation. So that'll be an interesting one to see what they can come up with for him to do. But that said, everybody that works on a campaign, everybody that endorses, especially at a time when it hurts possibly their own image, expects something back. Politics is a quid pro quo game, so they'll find something to do with Kennedy. But I don't think that he's going to be a central person in the administration.
One quick question, I have very few seconds. The other, of course, cabinet position, extremely critical looking at what's happening around the world, is Secretary of State. Who do you think would be the most suitable candidate for that?
Boy, that's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
That's going to require somebody who is both known within Washington, but is also known within those foreign capitals, but is also somebody that Trump can trust.
Yes.
That's a hard person to find.
All right, we'll leave it at that for now. Andrew Smith, political analyst at the University of New Hampshire. Thank you for your time, Andrew. Appreciate it.
Thank you.